students, now let us study the theorem on P integrals. So now the second theorem on P integrals is integral from a to b of dx divided by x minus a raised to p converges if p lies between 0 and 1 and diverges if p greater than or equal to 1. This is the statement. Proof. Again here 3 cases arise. We have to check for 3 cases. One is P lying between 0 and 1, when P greater than 1, when P equal to 1. Here integral from a to b of dx by x minus a raised to p is equal to, it is an improper integral where the lower limit a is the point of discontinuity. So by definition, this integral is equal to limit as t tends to a plus integral from t to b of dx by x minus a raised to p positive, and this is equal to limit as t tends to a plus when p becomes 1, then integrand becomes 1 by x minus a. After integrating and substituting the limits, we get limit as t tends to a plus of, after substituting the limits and simplifying, we get ln of b minus a by t minus a. This magnitude may be either positive or negative for that purpose. So this is the case when p is equal to 1. When p is not equal to 1, then after integrating this one, 1 by x minus a raised to p integrand, after integrating it becomes x raised to a raised to 1 minus p divided by 1 minus p, and after substituting the limits and taking the limit as t tends to a plus, we get 1 by 1 minus p into the brackets 1 by b minus a raised to p minus 1 minus 1 divided by t minus a raised to p minus 1. So this is the case when p is not equal to 1. When p is equal to 1, when p takes the value 1, limit as t tends to a of ln of mod b minus a by t minus a, As t approaches a, the denominator approaches 0. So, as denominator approaches 0, this approaches infinity, then ln also approaches infinity. Therefore, the integrand becomes divergent. And when p lies between this interval, this value limit becomes limit as t tends to a plus of 1 by 1 minus p into the brackets 1 by b minus a raised to p minus 1 minus 1 by t minus a raised to p minus 1. This term, when p takes the values lying between 0 and 1, p is less than 1 means this power index becomes negative. So this quantity goes to numerator, and as t approaches a, this term approaches 0. It goes to the numerator as t approaches a. This term approaches 0. So, the total limit becomes finite. Therefore, the improper integral is therefore convergent for this interval. And next, when p greater than 1, again in this limit, consider this term in this limit 1 divided by t minus a raised to p minus 1. As t approaches a, this denominator approaches 0. So this term approaches infinity. So this limit or this limit, it approaches infinity. Therefore, the improper integral diverges. Improper integral diverges. So, here we use the definitions of convergent improper integral and divergent improper integral. So, this improper integral converges if p lies between this interval and diverges if p is greater than 1 and p equal to 1. Thank you.